3 Minutes of Thunder. I'm joined by Rob Guillory, Eisner and Harvey Award-winning artist, writer, and comic creator. Rob, welcome to 3 Minutes of Thunder.
Oh, thanks for having me, Morgan.
So we're here today to talk exclusively, ladies and gentlemen, about a new project you're launching called Mosley. So tell us about that project. It's through Boom Studios. What is the story about? How can people get hold of it? Let us know.
Well, Mosley is going to be a 5-issue miniseries that I'm actually, this is the first time I've ever written for another artist. So I'll be doing backup story for it and some of the covers. So this is kind of a milestone book for me. But it basically follows a character called Marvin Mosley, who is an ex-Marine who was involved in an experiment to create AI. So he helped create artificial intelligence. 30 years from that, AI takes over the world. They basically become these giant robots called the tech gods, and they basically humanity hands over the reins of control of the world to these robots happily. And from there, the tech gods ruin everything. And basically, the only person who can, wrest control of society from the tech gods is grumpy old 50-something-year-old Marvin Mosley, who is now a janitor in a high school. He's completely miserable, completely bitter. But he comes into the possession of this supernatural hammer, this giant hammer. That can smash anything. So he's basically sent on this mission from God to destroy the tech gods and to free humanity. So that's the story in a nutshell. It's old school, sort of a hero's journey. Think of the Odyssey, think of Jason and the Argonauts, very old school with a new school tech spin on it.
Fantastic. Yeah, and I've had a look at some of the covers. They look amazing. And I love the grumpy old guy angle and the massive hammer. And it looks really, really, really cool. So when's it coming out? When's it launching?
The first issue is launching in January, which seems very, very soon. But yeah, it's already chugging along, and it's all completely written. I could not be more happy with this story. It's probably, I would say that Marvin Mosley is probably my favorite character I've ever written. He is. I think people are going to love him. He's just completely grumpy and curmudgeonly and super lovable. So yeah,
that is great. And how have you found? It must be quite freeing to be doing just the writing and not have to. You don't have to do all the sequential art for the. Is that a good experience for you?
It feels like cheating. It completely feels like cheating. It's like this bizarre magic where I type in these words and then this art just shows up, and it's so much better than I could have imagined. In this case, I'm working with an artist named Sam Lotfi, who I've known for years. His background, he's done a lot of comics, but he's also done a lot of animation. I've known him just through the convention scene over a decade. So I've been wanting to work with him for a really, really long time. And he was my only pick for this, and he's just stepped up his game a whole other level for this thing. So it's been amazing.
All right, well, we will put links down in the bottom place that you can go to. It's out by Boom Studios, January, which is coming up, as you say, incredibly soon. So get out there, people, support this awesome project, and get into some Mosley.